welcome back to another episode of Vintage Diecast Restoration. For this mail call, it's a little bit different. I've got, you can see here, an international shipment. This is out of the UK, and I have been waiting for this particular package for over 6.5 weeks. So I'm very anxious to see what all is inside and get this. I ordered some decals from Black Square. If you're not familiar with them, they're one of the decal suppliers out of the UK. That's their logo, their information there. The first shipment that they sent to me was somehow lost in the mail. I never received it, and so after a couple weeks I followed up with them. Customer service is great, got right back to me, said, we've looked it up, it's been shipped. They do not ship anything with tracking, so there was no way for them to kind of follow up on it and see. So this is actually the second shipment that they sent me. But I ordered quite a bit of stuff here, so go over the list real quick. Here you can kind of see them all, but we're gonna open it up and go through each one of these. So. Open up the envelope here. One of the things I really liked about Black Square when I was looking at their website is they have a lot of custom decals. And so if you are into doing the customs, that might be a site to check out. They're sized and everything to fit the standard castings. And they certainly have, I think, damn near every decal for the regular castings that you can think of. But some of the custom stuff is kind of cool as well. So this first one here, this is definitely one that I'm super excited about because this is the last thing I need to finish up. I'm working on one of the VW Beetles, and these little transfers are the last step that I needed, so I can knock that one out. I got this one here. I believe this is for the Air Force refueling tanker. Got the radio rentals. I've done one of these already on the channel. I did the rent-a-set version of that, so went ahead and ordered a radio rentals set as well. Let's see, this one here, these are, I think these are the numbers for one of the race cars, or I think these are the numbers for the Jaguar. So I ordered quite a few different number variations because it seems like I've always got some nice castings that are missing one or two of the numbers. So ordered a whole bunch of those. The military star for a lot of the different transport models. I think that's for the half track. I got one set for the Brook Bond T. I've done a custom one of these, and I've got another one that I'd like to do a restoration on, original restoration, so I picked up these decals for that. Here we've got, let's see, barely see that in this light, the Pickford's removal. So got a couple of those, and this is something I was pretty excited that they had too. For those of you that are collectors, you know that the Bielson's set of the Pickford's van is a unicorn. It's very, very difficult to find. A lot of the ones that you find on eBay are customs or restorations. They're made to look like the originals, but they started with the standard one and used the aftermarket decal. So I ordered one of those in, may do one of those eventually. Got, this is another hard to find, the Aral tankers. I've got several of the standard BP tankers, so I thought, you know what, I might try to do one of them up in blue and white with the Aral logo. Got the milk delivery van. So I've got the ones that have the bottles and the triangle on them. I've got a couple of the original cows too, but I actually ordered this one for the top part here. I've got an original casting that this top part is pretty well chiggered up, and so I'm going to try to replace that decal on it. The Builder Supply, I just did one of these restorations, and the one that I did had the white lettering on it, and that's because the supplier that I got it from had white lettering on their logos. So when I checked out Black Square, I looked and they had the black lettering, so I went ahead and picked up one of those as well. Got the Nestle's logo. And this one here, actually, I'm not sure if you can see this. I'll try to get it close enough. There seems to be a little jog in the printing about halfway down these letters. The T is jogged over, the L is jogged over, part of the E. So that one's, that's kind of disappointing because that's not the quality that I expect, but I'll have to see if that's salvageable, usable, or not. Let's see, here we've got, I think this is, yeah, the Fire Chief. I don't know if you can see that or if I can get that to focus. Little Impala Fire Chief car. Some more race car numbers. This one, wow, I can hardly even read that one. Let's see, British European Airways. This is for the little blue airport bus. I've got one of those. It's really, really rough shape, and I just haven't done it because I didn't know where I could possibly get these, so that's a good find there as well. Snow Track. So I have a soft spot for these snow tracks because this is one of the models that I had and played with a ton as a kid. And so I've got one of those that's mid-restoration that I've been waiting for these decals on. So that'll let me finish that one up. And those, there's 3 on the sheet, and you need 2 for the model. So I ordered 2 of them, so I'd have 6. So I can do up to 3 castings with these. And then the Honda. So I did a restoration a few months back now of the Honda motorcycle and the little yellow trailer that goes with it, and have not been able to find the replacements for the Honda logo. So when I saw that Black Square had them, I was excited, went ahead and got one of those. So here we've got the Walls ice cream. Got the trailer on this one. I'm still looking for the tractor unit that goes with it. But the trailer that I've got is not in bad shape, but almost all the original decals are gone. So picked up one of those so I could work on restoring that. Almost the same thing with one of these. I've got one that's actually in really good shape. I'm not going to restore it. I'm not going to mess with the original paint on it at all because it looks really good. But the decals on it are almost gone. They're so worn, there's not much left of them. So I'm going to see if I can clean those off and just replace the decals. And then last but not least, let's get through this bag. This is for the car hauler, the Farm Bro. I've got a couple of these. There's 3 different variations. I got 2 of the 3 variations, and all of mine need decal work done on them. The, let's see here, racing transporter. So I've got 2 of these models. First one I ordered was missing wheels. The second one I ordered is complete. It's got all the wheels, but the paint's really play-worn rough on it, and the decals are missing on it. So originally I thought maybe I'd take those 2 models and try to get one good original out of it and then do a restoration on the other one. So I've got that in for that. These are kind of cool, and I kind of left these till the end for a reason. So I'm going to do a series of videos on these gas pumps. I've got 2 or 3 sets of the red SO. I was very fortunate. One of my viewers sent me an extra one that he had. I've got 3 or 4 of the white gas pumps, the BP sets. And one of those, the top is busted off. I'm planning on trying to do a restoration where I'll actually cast the top of one of those pieces and make a replacement for it. So we're going to try that out and see if that works. And then I want to do some of my originals that I want to keep the paint original, just do a decal restore on them where the decals that are on it are missing or scratched up. So watch for these future videos. Like I said, I've got all the gas pumps. I want to do them all together with both the SO and the BP. And then this I thought was really cool. And this is one of the things I think Black Square does really, really well is their custom line. So these pumps are made, or these decals are made and sized to match the BP sets, the BP decals. And so if you have an Aerol tanker truck and you want an Aerol set of pumps to go with it, you can get the custom decals and make your pumps to match your tanker truck. And they do a lot of really neat stuff like that, where, you know, if you've got the Nestle's van and you want a Hershey's van, they'll make replacement decals sized the same, similar style, but it'll say Hershey's instead of Nestle's. And they've got Texaco, and they've got Shell, and they've got a whole bunch of the other Petroliana companies. So if you're a Petroliana collector and you like having all those different brands in there, even if they weren't original to Matchbox, you can get some of those variants. So they do some really fun, cool stuff in their custom section. They also have a lot of the super fast models, and a lot of the sites that I have gone to as kind of my go-to, they stick pretty hardcore with the original 1 to 75 series Matchbox. Sometimes a few of the M models, the major packs and things like that. A few of them do Corgi and Dinky and some of the other variations, but the later model stuff, the super fast, not a lot of the different suppliers carry stuff for those, and Black Square seems to have all of that for damn near everything. I also, if you follow their Facebook page, you can get their announcements of all the new stuff that they have coming out. And I swear, I think they introduce 3 to 4 new decals a month, whether they're customs or additional original decals. And so pretty neat company. Had the little hiccup with my shipping, the delay on the shipping, but you know, they made it right, so I'm not holding that against them. I got a replacement shipment, got everything that was in my order, and they sent it out with tracking the second time, so I could follow it, make sure that it got to me. So can't say anything bad about them. They did a great job, and so far all of these decals look really, really good. So that's gonna do it for this one. I know it's kind of short, maybe kind of boring, because I didn't get any cars or goodies, and I've had a few of those lately. But if you enjoyed it, give us a like. As always, click that subscribe. You want to keep up with us, and join us next week for another vintage diecast restoration.